Hey guys, this is another quick review. This is of the Insect Fogger by Burgess. It's basically just a handheld at-home propane-powered insect fogger. It heats the fluid up and it spurts out as a fog. The technology's been around for a good long time at this point. So here's the basic review of it. Overall, it's a cool product. It worked on my property. It got a big swampy area of woods, and you'll notice me not wearing a mask here. Sorry for all those environmental people who are going to get all messy and angry at me. But yeah, I should have been wearing a mask. Since I made this video, I've been wearing a mask while I fog. It does have some permethrin, I think it's called permethrin, which is kind of bad for you. I mean, if you're sitting there smoking it, yeah, it's gonna hurt, it's gonna kill you eventually. But me going out there one time without a mask on is not gonna do any harm. This is how basically fog. It's not an industrial fogger, so don't sit there and plan on it like filling the sky with clouds. It's basically meant to go back, clear out an area that might be buggy otherwise, so your family can go out and play for a little while. If you look back in the woods back there, the reason why I bought this was not because we needed it or I thought I needed it. We purchased the property. I went back in the woods to shoot my firearm a few times. Came back with about 10 insect bites in the space of about maybe 2 minutes. So we decided we had to kill some mosquitoes. I then went back there the next day with this fogger and some black flag fogger fluid, and it just did the job. It cleared it right out. As long as you got to do about once every week. You have to go fog about once a week on the whole property. And I use a 16-ounce propane can, and that's lasted me probably better part of a month at this point. It's still going. It doesn't use a whole lot to keep the little pilot light lit and heat up the fogging fluid. The one complaint I probably could say I have about this item is it doesn't heat up very long. If I squeeze on that trigger enough times and get the fogger fluid in there, it will eventually cool down the coils to where it just starts spitting out like just liquid version of the fogging fluid, which doesn't really do anything to help you. That's probably my only real complaint about the product. Overall, yeah, definitely pick it up. It was $60 at Walmart, and it was totally worth it. So $60 for the actual fogger itself. I think $6 for a double can of 16-ounce propane cans, and I think the fogging fluid is about 10 bucks for a quart. I want to say, is that what it costs? You can get it cheaper if you buy it in bulk, and I might buy my next one in bulk. Overall, definitely worth the purchase. It killed them all. I'm in North Carolina. It killed the mosquitoes pretty well, and I can notice if I go for a week without fogging, it'll be quick to notice. If it rains, the first thing I do is I run out there with the fogger and I just mow it down, because you don't want them laying eggs wherever the liquid is, and we got some swampy land back there. But you wouldn't know we had mosquitoes walking around half the time, just because it's just gotten to the point where I killed the parents, I killed the babies, and there's nothing left to really populate. So the repopulation is very slow on it. And again, you should wear a mask. There is permethrin in this. It's not good for you. It's a synthetic insecticide. It's not the best stuff in the world, but it does the job. One word of advice: this kills everything. It's certified to kill mosquitoes, but it kills ladybugs, it kills butterflies, it kills good bugs as well as bad. So this is kind of a, if it's worth killing all the bugs in your little tiny ecosystem that you own, it might be worth it. But if you're not getting killed by mosquitoes, maybe look for another solution. This is about as foggy as it gets right here in this video. It doesn't get much thicker, and the fog does stick around pretty well as long as it's not really windy. But yeah, definitely worth the purchase if you want to keep your family from getting bit by mosquitoes all the time. I got an infant, so you definitely want to make sure they can play outside and not worry about getting bit all the time. So thank y'all for watching. Subscribe to my channel if you like the video, and thanks. Hope it was helpful.